Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about 3.3. In 3.3 we learned that the League of Nations failed on their goal to create world peace and they were falling apart. Three of the many reasons for this is that many countries weren't listening to them. For example, Japan, the League of Nations was telling Japan to back off Manchuria, to give it back to China. But Japan didn't listen and they risked a war that the League of Nations never agreed to. The second reason was that the countries that were involved were becoming weaker and they were losing their strong armies. Mainly from the Great Depression, because they were all too poor and they couldn't maintain a strong army and a strong country to help the other countries, because they needed to focus on themselves and improve themselves. And the third reason is that the USA, who was one of the major world powers, decided to never join the League of Nations. This hurt the League of Nations because the USA was so strong that they were really important in the goal that the League of Nations had. Although they both had the same goal, President Wilson from the United States created the 14 points for peace. We also learned in 3.3 that Britain and France never wanted war with anyone. They were more focused on self-defense. They never went to war because the public opinion from Britain and France were against war and violence. They thought they couldn't deal with it, especially after the Great Depression. They ended up too poor and too weak. Their armies weren't as strong to deal with other countries and go to war. And they were too poor to deal with reparations if they lost. We also learned about the Munich Conference, which is basically a conference to deal with Hitler. Chamberlain, who was the Prime Minister of Britain, along with France, decided to let Hitler take Sudetenland, which is a part of Czechoslovakia, in order to find peace. They thought that if they gave them a piece of land that wasn't theirs, Hitler would back off and stop trying to expand so much. Although after we learned that Hitler did not do this and he took over all of Czechoslovakia and betrayed the Munich Conference. The USSR then joined the League of Nations. Although Britain and France weren't happy with this, they had to let them join because they feared the spread of communism. And then Hitler proved again that he wasn't strong, trusted, and he decided to become even stronger in many different ways, taking more land and causing more chaos around the world.